Hi there, Timmy. Why so glum?
I want to play Magic, but my favorite standard deck just rotated out of the format. Fantastic is never going to be the same without March of Sorrowing Mist. God, I wish there was a way for me to play Magic without rotation!
Oh, why there's an easy way to play Magic without rotation.
Commander?
No, Timmy, a real format. Have you ever heard of Pioneer?
Pioneer? What's that?
Why, Timmy, Pioneer is an official Magic the Gathering format where the cards never rotate, and you can play every single standard legal set from Return to Ravnica onward.
That actually sounds pretty sweet. Let me go grab my fetch lands.
No, Timmy, those are banned. We can't allow Pioneer to have mana bases that good, or else it'll be just like Modern.
Okay, so what decks can I build?
For starters, tell me, Timmy, do you like birds?
I mean, not particularly.
Nonsense, Timmy. Everybody loves bird. Haven't you heard? They're the word. And with Izzet Phoenix, you get to play with all of the best birds. Like Phoenix, Ledger Shredder, and Crackling Drake.
Crackling Drake isn't a bird.
No one likes a know-it-all, Timmy. And Crackling Drake has flying, which means it's basically a bird that can fly over your opponent's blockers. In fact, all of your creatures can fly over, especially if you can dump your phoenixes in the graveyard and bring them all back within one turn by casting 3 instants or sorceries.
But wait, won't you just run out of cards in your hand after a while?
Of course not, Timmy, because the best of this deck is that all of your instant and sorceries draw cards. You get to opt, you get to consider, and you even get to Ancestral Recall.
Wait, that's legal?
Well, no, but paying 1 mana for a Treasure Cruise is basically the same thing. And with the discard off of Ledger Shredder and Lightning Axe, you can always ensure your graveyard will be plentiful and your opponent's life will be pitiful. So what say ye, Timmy?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this deck looks super sweet and all, but I don't know, it just feels weird to be playing blue without any counterspells.
Whoa there, careful now, Timmy, because you're starting to sound like a filthy control player.
Wait, no, that's not what I meant.
Which is perfectly fine, because we have one of the best control deck in all of Magic with Azorius Control.
Oh.
Now answer me this, Timmy. Do you like drawing cards?
Yeah.
And making tokens?
Yeah.
And playing Magic?
Hell yeah!
Wrong answer, Timmy. You don't play Magic with a control deck. You prevent your opponent from playing Magic. This deck is filled with so many counterspells that no threat will ever get resolved.
Okay, but what if my opponent plays an uncounterable threat? Or I just flat out don't see my counterspells?
Why, that's okay, Timmy. We also have a range of removal and board wipe to catch any gaps in the web. Give our opponent the illusion of playing Magic before we wipe it all out. Heck, with Farewell, we can even kill your graveyard, so those pesky Reanimator strategy will be locked out.
Okay, but how do you win?
Why, Timmy, that isn't the correct control mentality. You don't look for a win, you look to demoralize your opponent until they concede from being spiritually crushed. However, in cases of particularly strong-willed adversaries, you can always beat them down with an incubated token or a Hall of a Storm Giant and never do anything as gauche as casting a creature.
I mean, that sounds cool, but I actually like casting creature, and this deck has Nunzo. So, do you have anything maybe more creature-centric?
Why, aren't you a little diva, Timmy? First day in and already bitching about the meta not supporting the deck you want.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, there's no need to be, because luckily for you, Pioneer's meta does support your favorite deck. We even have the best creature deck with Nykthos Ramp.
Oh, really?
Of course. In fact, this deck plays so many creatures, and every single creature gives us more creatures. The 8 elves help us cast bigger creature. The Outcaster draws us into more creatures, and the Cavalier's Thorn gives us a creature back from the graveyard.
Okay, so this is like a more aggressive list that gets in for like 10 damage on turn 4, right?
10? You're thinking too small, Timmy. Try 87.
87? What?
Of course, Timmy. Why, with Nykthos generating us a ton of mana, our creatures having a ton of green mana cost, and Kiora, Cavalier Thorns, and Storm the Festival allowing us to reuse Nykthos, we basically have infinite mana by turn 4.
Wait, but won't you just run out of creature spells to cast?
Oh, silly Timmy. Not with Kiora and Outcaster Trailblazer. Every single creature you cast then can replace itself, and the Stormer Festival even has Flashback. With those, you can easily put half of your deck on the board.
Jesus. Wait, but then you're super weak to board wipes. It doesn't matter how many creatures you spit out. The moment you pass a turn, they're just gonna Supreme Verdict it all away.
Oh, silly, naive, stupid Timmy.
Hey!
You don't need to worry about pesky board wipe, because with Uvenwald Oddity, you can give all of your creature +1/+1 haste and trample, and ensure that your opponents will look like Simba's fathers after his fatal push.
Long live the king.
Ugh. Terrible visual. But I don't know, man. I'm looking through this deck and it plays like 0 removal whatsoever. What if I need to interact with the opponent?
Oh, well, if it's removal you want,
then it's removal you shall get. Let me introduce you to the greatest mid-range deck of all time, the perfect 50-50 deck. The deck that makes Boomer John look like a little bitch. Introducing Rakdos Midrange.
That's a lot of fanfare to what seems like just a mid-range deck.
Just a mid-range deck? You insult me, sir. This isn't just any mid-range deck. This deck plays all of the best cards in the format. I'm talking heavy hitters like Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Shieldred the Apocalypse, and the card that punished 1,000 greedy keeps, Thoughtseize.
Okay, these cards are all sweet and all, but how do I deal with threats that are currently on the battlefield?
Oh, didn't I tell you this deck is chock full of removal? I'm talking Fatal Push. I'm talking Go for the Throat. I'm talking Bitter Triumph. It even gets around Ward and Hexproof with Shieldred's Edict and Liliana of the Veil. Your opponent would be lucky if their creature even lived to see an upkeep step, all for the low price of $700.
$700? I don't have that kind of money. Don't you have something cheaper? Maybe like, I don't know, something with standard cards that like I already own.
Why, of course, Timmy. Within Pioneer, there are tons of upgraded decks from Standards past. Now tell me, Timmy, what was your favorite Standard format?
Well, if I had to choose, it'll probably be Ixalan Standard. I mean, those Explorer creatures plus the Merfolk were I love super synergistic.
Well, then, Timmy, you would love Amalia combo. They play all of the cool Explorer creatures like Sentinel of the Nameless City, Send Out Scout, and even a good old classic Wild Growth Walker.
Oh, man, I can't wait to hit people's face with like a giant Wild Growth Walker. That's gonna be sweet.
Not so fast, Timmy. You're using those creatures the wrong way.
I am?
Of course, Timmy. You don't hit people with Wild Growth Walker. You kill it.
Wait, why?
You see, Timmy, the plan is to have a Wild Growth Walker and an Amalia on the board. From then on, you gain any amount of life, which would trigger Amalia to explore, which would then trigger the Wild Growth Walker to gain you more life, thus creating an infinite loop, wiping everything on the board, leaving you with a 20/20 swing right at your opponent's face. Heck, you can even recur the combo with Return of the Rank, or tutor for the pieces with Chord of Calling.
Okay, that's pretty combo-tastic. But what if I don't want to kill Wild Growth Walker?
I'm sorry, Timmy, but any card printed before 2020 are no good. They solely exist to fuel the actual good card, and to combo your opponent into the Shadow Realm.
Aw, I mean, I guess that's fair. Plus, the rest of this deck looks really sweet. I mean, it even plays Aetherflux Reservoir. You know what? I think I made my choice. I am going to be bringing Amalia Wizard of the Coast Bandit from the format. However, someone did top 8 their RCQ with Angels, so I'm going to be playing that.
Timmy,